Good morning, Ben.
Morning.
Welcome to our studio in Ipswich, where we're putting together a series of films which we've entitled Super Suffolk Suppliers. Your business is Dynamic Fluid Solutions from Dennington, and we'd like to give you the opportunity to take us through the story of how the business developed. So how did it start, Ben?
Well, thank you very much for having me, Miles. Nice to be here with you today. It started as COVID kind of started. So myself and my business partner, my now business partner Luke, we're both working in the same industry, which is pumps and specialist pumps and pipe work. And we're both in different kind of areas of that industry. I was mainly more commercial and customer driven, and Luke was mainly engineering, design, and worked throughout Europe. As COVID struck, I think it kind of made people recalculate a lot of different things in their life, and me and Luke thought kind of, why not now?
So Ben, from what I know about your business, customer service is right up there. Without it, you're not going to get reorders. So take us through how you see customer service and the journey that people would go through once they place an order with you.
Yes, well, absolutely. Customer service is a passion of mine. I'm a bit of a people pleaser to a fault, in all honesty, but that is part of what makes us successful. So for me, customer service, it starts with answering the phone, and that sounds like a very simple thing to do, but coming out of COVID, phones weren't being answered. You could try to speak to, big corporate companies, and the phone would ring. So for us, it's a case of being there, whether that be on the phone, on an email, in person, being there, having the skills to be able to assess what it is that customer needs when maybe they don't know what they need. So it's imparting that knowledge and then quickly transforming that into a product on site, a service offering on site, and being able to back that up.
So we're talking about pumps and
Yes.
pipes. Tell us a little bit more about a pipe is a pipe. Well, tell us a bit more about how these pumps and pipes work together.
Right. Okay. So we, to give you kind of the elevator pitch,
Yeah, sure.
if I can, we're a specialist pump and pipe work rental provider. Some of those pumps we assemble and build ourselves. Some are specialists bought in from other countries and packaged and sent along to customers. So in terms of, you mentioned as a pipe, the quick answer is no. It depends on application. So we supply anything from kind of like your standard, what they call in the industry, a 2-inch wire armoured, which is 2 inch in diameter, and wire armoured is the material, up until the 800mm steel pipe work, and kind of everything in between. We've come across a little niche in the market when it comes to high pressure chemical handling pipe work.
Not knowing a lot about it, but it's going to have to work to a certain specification.
Yes. So where it kind of starts is from the inquiry from the customer will be, I have X chemical that I need to pump X amount of meters at a given temperature.
Yeah.
So we'll look at that chemical, look at the chemical resistance chart versus the products that we have, and we'll select, say, yes, this particular PTFE stainless steel braided hose can pump this particular chemical at 62 degrees at 13 bar pressure. And once that item is selected, it'll be tested and sent to the customer. Hopefully it's already tested prior to the customer needing it, because we're very much a reactive business, and we pride ourselves on getting the 5 o'clock Friday afternoon phone calls and having it there that evening or Saturday morning. And just last week, myself and our general manager Sarah were in Germany launching a brand of submersible pumps. So without teaching you how to suck eggs, at Dynamic we do a multitude of pumps, some of which are surface mounted, the biggest in the UK market, so they're surface mounted, 18-inch diameter, which are moving maybe 5,000 metres cubed of water an hour. The submersible ones are the pumps that are in the water when they're pumping, so they've got an electric motor, encapsulated motor, and they get thrown in the water, and then the liquid gets pumped away. So we was launching a company called Subcity over in Germany, and our main route to market for Subcity is mainly through distribution in Europe and around the world.
So Ben, you're working in this, running and leading this high performance, world class business. based in Dennington in Suffolk, which is just amazing. And I know that the two of you, you and Luke, are both really interested in supporting the local community and investing back into the community. Give us some examples as to how you're doing that.
Yeah, I mean, it's really from the start we wanted to give back. At the start we didn't have a lot to give back, but the thought was certainly there. But from day one, or certainly month one, we were donating to the local food bank, and I think we've donated over £6,000 since we started.
Yeah.
Which, you know, no one should be going hungry, and it's crazy the amount of people that are struggling. So we was keen to do that. We also support local sports clubs, so we're the main sponsor for Ipswich Rugby Club. We've got a 3-year sponsorship deal with those guys, and they do some great work in terms of giving youngsters kind of something to do on the weekends, and, you know, getting them involved in a team sport.
So Ben, tell me about the future for Dynamic. Where do you see the business going?
Well, we aim, and we are fast becoming the largest independent specialist pump and pipework provider in the UK. And to do that, we need to keep reinvesting in people, keep skilling people up, keep investing back into the local community, speaking to the youngsters in the colleges and the schools and saying, look guys, you don't have to go to London, you don't have to go to Manchester. You can come to Dennington and you can learn all the skills that you need to maybe progress your career.
Yep.
And hopefully some of them stay for a long time, but maybe they don't, and maybe we just give the guys the confidence to be able to then go and take another step out into another industry or further afield. And
I think you'll remain being customer led.
yes,
You'll respond to what the customer wants. But as you add new technology and new products into the marketplace, some of which these customers don't know about, you're going to be forming their ideas and their strategies, how they can maybe improve upon their own infrastructure.
Absolutely. I think I alluded to it earlier. We see it as more of a partnership with our customers, and we see that whilst our product is the kind of stands on its own and speaks for itself, it's kind of the knowledge behind that and how to apply certain products to certain applications is what sets us apart.
So, exciting to hear what drives business leaders in Suffolk and how their offer will support the big infrastructure projects in the area. Don't forget, there are many more online in-conversation interviews with me, Miles Vartan, digging deep into business excellence. Follow my Super Suffolk Suppliers online series on YouTube and find out what makes Suffolk tick.